Hi, this is Marcus from Yak Country. I wanted to finish out the series on my pack and kind of deconstruct my pack, show you all the pouches I use and how I store my gear, how I pack in my gear. So right now I've got my pack loaded down for hiking in. So I set up like a spike camp and then hunt from there, where I'm leaving the heavy items like my sleeping bag and stuff like that. A lot of guys carry their entire camp on their back as they're hunting and hiking, and then just follow the animals and set up camp wherever they're at, different spots, different nights. So so this is my pack. So this is a Kuiu Icon 3000. Works pretty well for what I need it to do. It is 3,000 cubic inches, so I have a hard time fitting everything inside. If you've got like a 5,000 cubic inch pack, you could probably fit everything inside. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll kind of go through everything that I've got, and if you want more details about my gear, or what brand they are, or whatever, I've got a blog post on my website, yakcountry.com. So first things first is my tent. So I've got my tent and I lash it on the outside just with two clips. Comes off pretty easy. It's a North Face 2-man tent. It's got two big vestibules, which I like to throw my gear under, and my boots, leave them outside the tent. I also use this same bag to stuff all my food in, so everything compresses down to the bottom, except for my poles that are in here, and I can stuff my bag of food. It takes about that much. I usually have about a pound a day of food. Right here, these are my camp shoes, so just some Teva sandals. Really lightweight. It's always nice to get back to camp. Take off your boots, let your socks dry out, put on a pair of sandals. I've got an Nalgene. I'll either carry it in the side pouch or inside the main pack so it's not sloshing. Hip pocket. On this side I've got some orange flagging in case I shoot an animal. I can quickly put flagging where I'm at. Smoke in a bottle, which is just Windicator. Elk urine. We got a lighter in here. This usually goes in my pants pocket in case I drop my pack to do a stalk or whatever. It all happens pretty quick. It's always nice to have fire on you. Again, up here in the main pocket is my rain gear. So I'm going to upgrade this year. Just like a $20–30 rain jacket from Sierra Training Post. Got a little homemade digiscope that I can clip onto my binoculars, throw my iPhone in there and snap a picture through my binos. Maybe I'll do a video on that some other time. I've got, up in this top pocket, I've got a few items. My headlamp. It's a really nice lightweight one. It's fairly inexpensive too, but you don't need a spotlight when you're out in the backcountry. Rangefinder is usually in a pocket or a pouch of my jacket. Got Sawyer Mini, water filter. Usually don't have to bring this because my hunting partner has a little bit better one. Other side here, I've got my GPS in this hip pocket. That's all I keep in there. Got my bugle flashed on the outside. So now we'll break into the inside of my pouch, or my pack. So nice thing about these Kuyu pack that I have anyways is it's got zippers that run full length on both sides. Hard to see, but you can kind of fillet this pack out, which is nice. You can just open up one side and get something from the bottom. We'll just open it all the way up. So I also use this pack as my day pack. So when I get to camp, I'm offloading, you know, the big stuff, my tent, my sleeping bag, a lot of my spare clothes, you know, my food, most of big chunk of water, and then I'm using the same pack as a day pack, so it compresses down. That's kind of why I went with a 3,000 cubic inch bag. Just my preference. So here I've got clothes. It's usually a little bit bigger than this, but this is just in a compression sack. Again, all my clothes and gear list is in my blog. I've got my kill kit. I've got another video that kind of breaks this down. I've got my Eastmans. In case it's raining, middle of the day, it's kind of nice to have something to look through. I've got my cook kit, so this is just a aluminum, you know, like 18-ounce cup. I've got my fuel inside. I just kind of made this little clip, and then I've got my little burner inside there. So really compact. Usually I'm just using this to either boil water for coffee in the morning or the occasional mountain house meal. My sleeping pad, so this is an insulated sleeping pad. It's about the size of an Nalgene. It's a climate bag. Works really well. I've got my bulkiest item is my sleeping bag. It's an older sleeping bag, but it does the job. I put it in this Sea to Summit compression bag. That's also a dry bag. So when I leave my tent, in case I've got a drip in my tent or something like that, I always stuff my sleeping bag back in this dry bag. So I always know I've got a dry bed when I get back. I added some additional straps here to compress it in both directions. I was finding if I just compress it in this direction, like the bag was designed, compression bag, then it bulges out and it has a hard time fitting inside my pack. So, little modification there. This is my kind of toiletry bag, I guess you'd call it. I've got some scent away wipes. They're big, they're like a foot by a foot, so I can use it to wipe off my face, my neck, chest area. Scentless deodorant, toothbrush, and then I picked these up this year. Some jet oil utensils that they're like less than an ounce, and they expand out, so they're fairly long, so you can get into the mountain house bags without getting your knuckles all covered in food. I just put those in this little pouch that I have. So I've got 2 more zip pockets inside there that I don't really use. This bag has 2 longer pockets here. In one of them I keep part of my survival kit, so there's matches, a spare light in here, a few other crucial items. I go over that in one of my other videos. This one just has some extra straps, as if this bag didn't have enough. This main pocket here, I've got my main survival kit, extra lighter, ibuprofen, you know, map, that kind of stuff, compass. And then up top I've got my TP, spare batteries for GPS, for my headlamp, and some paracord. Let's see. And then in here I've also got a, so this fabric here is used to separate, if I were to get an animal, I could slide the meat back here without it getting into my other gear. It's kind of a water barrier. Inside there I have my, I got a platypus water bladder, 3-liter one. Typically fill it up and bring it into camp, and then I'll leave it hanging at Spike Camp. The reason for that is we usually don't camp next to a river or creek or anything like that, so it's always nice to not have to stop by a water source to fill up your Nalgene the way back to camp. I can use that, you know, for about 2-3 fill-ups of my Nalgene without having to hike over to the creek or whatever. So yeah, that's my pack. Again, I kind of break it all down by weight on my website. Total, it weighs about 45 pounds with food, water, with everything. So not terribly heavy. Could be lighter, could be heavier. So that's kind of my pack, my gear. Check us out at yakcountry.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll be posting up videos pretty regularly. So God bless and happy hunting.